Good morning, gang. Happy Tuesday morning from a rainy Tennessee, which is a good thing. Now, I want to start here somewhere. I've never asked anybody to 100% believe my opinion on everything, whatever would be. I don't expect anybody to, all right? We're not a cult, preppers or the pinball family or anything like that, all right? I don't expect that. A lot of things that I talk about are my opinion based on some fact. And I encourage everybody to make their own judgment, make their own opinion based on the fact. The facts are undeniable. The opinion is up for debate, no question. So it really struck me the other day when there was another channel on YouTube who told everybody, don't worry about it, we're not going to have a food supply issue. And I about fell over. I'm like, okay, that's your opinion, but you're completely ignoring every single fact that is out there. Right now, I don't have to tell anybody about the cost of things going up in a grocery store. All right, we all know that. 10% of America, of the United States, is food insecure. The definition of food insecure is they don't know where their next meal is coming from, let alone 9 till we're in complete chaos. They don't know where this morning's breakfast is coming from or if they're going to have any. 1 in 10, okay? So that means stand out on your front porch, look to your neighbors to the left, look to your neighbors to the right, and understand that chances are at least one of those people doesn't know if they're going to eat this morning. You look at a food shortage, which we are definitely in, okay? We've been saying that, the prepper community has been saying that for well over a year. The government has finally caught wind of it in the last couple of months. The World Food organizations and stuff like that maybe have caught on in the last 6 months. All right. Guys, I don't have, my head is spinning, okay? When there's somebody who considers themselves a prepper says, don't worry about stocking food. Are you freaking insane? Okay. A food shortage doesn't necessarily just mean there isn't enough groceries on the shelf, but there's plenty of that too, all right? A food shortage also means there's plenty of empty spaces or plenty of space on the grocery shelf that holds unaffordable food. Sure, there may be bags and bags and bags and bags of carrots, but if each bag of carrots costs you $20, that ain't affordable. Look at the price of meat, look at the price of chicken, look at the price of eggs, whatever it would be. All of that is going through the freaking roof. And there are plenty of people, everybody has a pain threshold. There are plenty of people who have already got to the point going, can't afford ground beef anymore, can't afford pork anymore, can't afford chicken anymore. Okay, we're not eating it. That's a food shortage, all right? Just the availability of the product as a whole and the cost of getting it. Hence the reason I keep saying, do whatever you can to make your own food. To deny this is almost biblical, because think of the story of Noah. Everybody laughed at him for building an ark. It wasn't raining. There weren't any floods. He was on dry ground on the side of a freaking mountain. The hell you building a boat up here for? And he got laughed at for decades. Okay. And then it started raining. And Noah had a boat. And everybody else was pounding on the door. Sorry, there's no room. put it into modern day idea. Same thing. Let's go with the flood. You buy a piece of land, you buy a house or whatever it is, and it's on a floodplain. Do you buy flood insurance? Martha, it ain't raining. We don't need flood insurance. Okay. So you don't buy flood insurance. Spring rolls around. It's raining today. And all of a sudden, you got water in the house. The time to prep is not when the crisis hits, it's before. For anybody to come out and say, don't worry, we're not going to have a food shortage is, in my opinion, and again, this is my opinion, completely irresponsible, because you are ignoring every fact there is. You know, they talk about what's going on in Europe, okay? Between Russia and Ukraine, they produce 25% of the world's wheat. The United States produces a lot too. Guess what happens to it? We sell a lot of it overseas. We give it away, okay? Russia exports 20% of the world's gas supply. Guess what? We ain't doing a whole lot of exporting gas right now, as you can tell with our $4 a gallon gas. You know, we're a net importer, okay? We have to take care this, and we have to prep. I don't know what to say on this. I mean, this is, people wake up one day and go, I don't want to be a normie anymore. I want to get with the program. This is the first I've ever heard of somebody says, I want to ignore the program and I want to go back to being a normie, okay? Normalcy bias is real. Maybe it's burnout. Maybe it's I don't care anymore, okay? But if you want to do that on your own, that's fine. But to advise other people, don't worry about stocking food, no, okay? You know, whatever it takes, and this is the problem I have also with the normies out there who will not sacrifice something to do the right thing, right? All of you on the western half of the United States, you guys know the drought you're in. You've been in for a decade, especially California, where, again, about a quarter of our food is grown, right? California needs water. Here's a little story that came out yesterday. The staff of the California Coastal Commission yesterday denied approval again for a desalination plant in Huntington Beach, okay? This would have produced, this plant, okay, would have produced 50 million gallons of drinking water a day. But they've denied it, okay? There's a company out there called Poseidon Water who's been trying for 20 years to get this project approved. They've spent more than $100 million in studies and God knows what to get this project approved. And a bunch of environmentalists denied it again. Why? Well, you know, it's going to be too expensive, and ocean life, you know, I don't know, the mollusk or something like that, you know, or the barnacle that sticks to the bottom of a boat may suffer or whatever. But their answer was that's too detrimental. And this is and a desalination plant is useless because it'll be obsolete because we're going to do water recycling. No. Okay? I hate to tell you this, people. Water recycling has been done since the dawn of time. Remember this from science class? Matter cannot be created nor destroyed. You can't create water. You can't destroy water. It will change form, but it will not be created or destroyed. Okay? The weight of the earth is constant. People live, people die, trees grow, trees fall, you burn stuff, whatever it is. The weight of the earth stays the same. Why? Because matter cannot be created or destroyed. The only time the weight of the overall weight, the whole entire earth, the only time it changes is when something from space comes onto earth. That's it. Other than that, the weight of the planet stays the same, no matter if the population's 500,000 or if the population is 9 billion. The weight of the earth is still the same. We just use more resources. But to go out and say, gee, it's going to decimate ocean life. We're going to recycle water. Nature recycles the water all by itself. There's nothing you need to do. Okay? We just need to make it usable. And as in regarding to decimating ocean life, well, the other option is decimating human life. Guys, this is the kind of battle we're up against. Deniers and idiots. And there's a lot of crossover between the two. Don't listen to them. You need to take care of you. Because there's going to be a day you're going to walk in the store and either you can't afford anything in there because your dollar's worthless, or there ain't going to be anything in there to buy. And that's not a generation or two. That's literally, very possibly, a month or two. Keep prepping. Keep making your own decisions. Keep doing the analysis. Keep figuring out what can happen. Prep for the worst, pray for the best. Ignore all the chatter out there that, oh, life is all sunshine and rainbows. AOC likes cow farts. Some of these other people sure as hell like unicorn farts. Have a good Monday. Pinball out.